So with Reincarnated as a Sword airing its last episode this week, I wanted to talk about the series because it's been a really good isekai, and I can't wait for season 2 because there was like in the works, like there's leaks and all that talking about a season 2 is going to be happening, and season 2 should be really good because we should learn a lot more lore and stuff like that. Because I looked at some of the lore, and especially for the Black Cats, they have some very interesting lore that I'm pretty sure would be covered in season 2, but I'm not exactly. But yeah, just wait for the official announcement of season 2. But like I saw there's leaks and stuff talking about that a season 2 is more than likely happening or whatever. But yeah, let's get into Reincarnated as a Sword, or Sword Isekai, because you just take, that's what we usually do, we shorten the titles. But yes, I really like this Isekai mainly because the main character Fran and the sword, which they call teacher, so like those two, I really love their relationship because like they have a really good teacher-student dynamic, and especially because Fran, she's a black cat, and the black cats are kind of been, cursed by like the whole world, and the whole world looks at them crazy because they think, because the black cats kind of did something in the past that we kind of quote-unquote don't know, because the anime doesn't go into detail about why they're cursed as much as they are, and like they can't evolve. And Fawn, she wants to basically evolve because she wants to show that black cats aren't as bad as people are making them see. So like I really just like how powerful that she kind of gets, because like without the sword she's really just a normal black cat that's not that strong, but she just has a decent amount of levels. But when she gets the sword, she levels up and becomes crazy because the sword, he's actually hella OP, like so crazy OP. One of the most interesting things was like in one of the most recent episodes, I think it was episode 11, that one when he was able to summon that big old wolf, and the wolf was like so strong with mana and all that he had to name it, that it evolved. It reminded me of just like in Slime when he had to do that to all the people and they evolved into something higher. So that's the kind of what that reminded me. But like I said, I really love their dynamic, especially because this is like the first isekai we've gotten where somebody got reincarnated as an object, like meaning like an anime wise, light novel wise. Yes, we've had those, but this is the first one we've had that got into anime, and it's nice to see that Reincarnated as a Sword is actually a really good one. Because just sometimes this could get trashy, because there was quote unquote another isekai where somebody got reincarnated as an object, but we'll just say it was for something else. I'm not going to go into detail on that because YouTube. But yes, there was technically another one, but we're not going to talk about that one because that one's technically not that good. It's just super duper duper fan service one. But yeah, I really like Reincarnated. So I love Fran. Fran is a main character. She's pretty dope because there's at times that she be getting mad, and like you can tell that one, she loves eating food. Two, she wants to go on all the adventures she can. And then sometimes she don't be liking people because she'll get people them stank face, or she be looking like, oh, you disgust me sometimes, because she just be looking at them like, dog, what are you doing? And then we get introduced to a character named Amanda, and Amanda is the elf that's like a ranked A adventurer, and she's packing somewhere. We're to say her upper body is packing. She's that type of elf. And also she likes taking care of kids because of like people that have been, she runs like an orphanage and stuff like that because of certain stuff that happened in the past. So there's that. And like you see at first she's over here trying to act as Fran's mom and trying to like really show her that she's here to help her. And then you see like as they go on in that dungeon, Fran starts to like actually develop like a connection with her and starts to trust her. And you see that the sword, he has to basically tell her information because Fran gets transported to where that spider is, and she's there like struggling, but you see she's fighting. That was one thing I really liked, is like even when she's not without the sword, she'll still try and fight because it's like she has to, because she doesn't want to just be super reliant on the sword all the times. And it was just showing that like she still had the endurance and stuff because she does want to eventually evolve, and that probably will eventually happen. I'm not sure when because I haven't really read the light novels, but hopefully it does happen because I really want to see her evolve, that she can show that like, yeah, black cats are actually good. And I think there was like a beef because you see in the history there were, I forgot exactly what they called, were they blue cats or something, whatever the other cat was, when they sent that one guy by her. You saw that she was actually scared because like, one, the black cats, they had that history with that other cat group, because that cat group is hunted so many black cats, and then they have basically killed them, stuff like that. So that's why she was kind of in fear, because that's kind of what happened to her parents in a way. And that's why she was in fear, and then eventually, she was able to go, like, get over that fear and then take the guy out easily. Because, like I said, she is hella OP. The sword basically eats as many gems as it can because it's an intelligent weapon and gets all them different powers. So, like I said, the sword is EP. Like, he's hella overpowered. And compared to like other isekai characters, I wonder how overpowered he gets, because I mean, one, he's a sword, and like one, he can still, another thing is like he can still do stuff on his own even without Fran. He can move on it by himself. He can grow like little ghost hands and he has eyes, stuff like that. But yeah, I really love just like the vibe of this chill, because it's just like a chill isekai that has like adventuring to it, and it has a wholesome side with Fran and the teacher, the sword, because like he can still, he makes her curry and makes her a whole bunch of food. Then he has that dimension portal where he just puts it in there. Like, it was hilarious when they're in the dungeon and like it's Fran and Amanda, and she just happens to pull out, she's like, here, eat this curry, and like the one dude over there is just looking like, where'd she get that from? And you also see there's a lot of resentment to like Fran, because like one, she's leveling up so fast, and one, she literally took out a demon in that dungeon, so people are not believing that she should actually be the rank she is until they actually see how strong she is. And you know, one of the craziest OP powers the sword has is that they can basically steal people's like abilities, because they get that from the demon, and they steal that one lying ability from that one noble. And you saw like how crazy he went. Like, you saw that he basically, like, it was so crazy. Like, I wonder if that ability does that to everybody whenever they steal somebody's like special ability. I wonder if it like turns them, because like the way like Cuz went from being a noble to like living in the street and looking disgusting, because like he didn't look like he showered, did anything. So I'm wondering, like, does that ability affect everybody like that? Because we learned from Amanda that there's certain people that get like blessed with certain like special abilities from the gods, and that might have been like one of his like special abilities that was quote unquote blessed from the gods or whatever. So there's stuff like that. And like the other thing about Amanda is she's hella OP too, because like, so what she basically can do is like she can like eat up attacks, and like attacks don't affect her, which is crazy. I'm like, how are you gonna be that crazy OP that attacks don't affect you? Because like when her and Fran were like having that little battle or sparring against each other, Fran went for a move, and then we found out Amanda's just resistance to like almost every single move. And I'm like, oh, I see why she's one of the she is the strongest adventurer here, and she's ranked A. And I'm like, yeah, she's cold. I want to see her go all out, because I'm curious like how strong and like what does she all do when she goes all out, because when she's fighting people, it's just effortless, because it's like, dog, she's ranked A, she's the strongest adventurer here, ain't nobody messing with her. But I am curious like what's gonna all happen with Fran. I wonder how strong she's gonna get, because I do think she's gonna get hella OP, because like one, the sword of course is gonna get hella OP, and then two, she's gonna eventually get there too. Hopefully she can evolve. But yeah, I really can't wait for season 2, because I really enjoyed this one. Like I said, this is one of my favorite isekai this season, because like I said, there was a lot of really good isekai this split. I don't think there was really one bad isekai that came out in this fall split, because everything just seemed really good. Like either the stuff were really good or they're just decent, and this was like pretty good. I enjoyed this one a lot. Like I hopefully the next, I mean, aren't we getting another like object like reincarnation? Isn't like that vending machine one coming out? That's gonna be a interesting one. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, if you've been watching Reincarnated as a Sword, let me know how you feel about it. If you haven't been watching it, you should watch it. It's literally on High Dive, or you can hop on your pirate ship and watch it that way. But this one has been really enjoyable, and I can't wait for season 2, because Reincarnated as a Sword is so good, and I love the teacher-student dynamic between those two, and I just love seeing how OP the sword actually is, because like I said, it's so different. Because like I can't lie, one of the things I do wish they explored in this anime is just like the dude being reincarnated as a sword. I wish he would like complain like, yo, why am I a sword? I'd rather be a human. I'd rather be flesh and blood. I wish he would complain like that, but we don't really get that much complaining. And I hope we do get a backstory on like why exactly he got reincarnated as a sword, because like there were like slight little like memory things they showed from like when he was talking, when the god was there, that like kind of why he got reincarnated as a sword, but they didn't really go into detail like why he's a sword, because I wish they would, because that'd be way more, because I want to know, because I just want to know, like, out of everything a sword, why couldn't he be like anything else, something with flesh and blood that probably would have been better than just a sword? But hey, I mean, he got reincarnated as a sword, so I mean the sword fits for the show though. But yeah, let me know how you feel about reincarnated as a sword. But if you're new, why not subscribe, enjoy the video, why not like? If you dislike, subscribe, really enjoyed, please watch Reincarnated as a Sword, because it's a really good isekai. Especially if you like isekai, you'll really enjoy this one though. But thanks for watching. See you next video though. Bye!